We made it. It's April 30th. This is Pat Sloan with our April activities, our April challenges, our daily video, and drum roll, it is the last day of the month. Yes! So what did I say today? We're going to do Lost and Found. That's our last challenge for April, and it is one that I'm sure all of you have experienced, where you've lost something in the house and you don't know where it is, and you've looked everywhere, all over the place, high and low. You might have looked for days, for weeks, for months. Some of you have looked for years, and then you find it. It's like the angels sing. It's like, yes, you found it. So today I want you to get out whatever that is. And for me, my friend, this is it. I had put this pattern with a whole bunch of fabric, which is actually way more fabric than to make this, but it was all this sort of space stuff from the Out of the World project, and I had kept it so that I could make this little quilt for my great nephew. Yes, so I lost it for, I don't know, a couple weeks, and it made me insane. I don't have a big house. I don't have a lot of places I put things. I ended up finding it where I never put fabric. I put the whole collection in this basket, and I just never looked in it because I knew I never put anything in that. But I ended up looking in there anyways eventually and found it. So what I'm going to do is get that fabric out in May and look at making this. See, that's not much of a commitment, is it? It's like, I will make this. It's not a hard project. It's not a big project. There's not a lot to it. But if I get it cut up, then I can put it in my rolling assistant here and make it. So today, find that lost then found project of yours. And if it's one that you need to work on it a little bit today. If you want, bring it into May with you. Or just tell me about it. You know, maybe it was something that you don't need to work on. Maybe you lost your favorite scissors or your favorite thimble. Something like that. Tell me about it. Okay. Now I want to do the stay-at-home quilt block first because I don't want to forget it. And today I decided to wear one of my beachy pieces of jewelry. This is from when we did a trip to, I think this was Sanibel Island in Florida for my dad's big 80th birthday. So I thought I'm wearing this today because we do not have beach weather right now in Virginia at all. And so I'm wearing it. Okay, so this is my final blocks for day 30. I took the fabric. I showed you this where it had all the pieces cut out of it. It says, what's it say? Now we're going places. Yeah, I couldn't read the first word. Now we're going places. And, because I put these on the corner, it did chop off the little bugs. And I thought, I almost thought, do I leave that off just so I can have this one whole? And I thought, I'm making it. This is what I'm doing. It's going to feature the bikes and the little Vespas instead. But I had to, do you remember I had the piece with all the holes cut out because Jane sent me the extra? There is how I pieced it. So you can see the seam. I just laid them next to each other until they were even and pressed it and then sewed on the line. So works out really good. So that seam, from a little bit of a distance, you don't even see it. So today I will get that last row done, put the inner border on, put that on, put the inner border on, put the border on. Yes. I doubt today I will get it basted, but you never know. I might get a burst of energy here on Thursday the 30th and do that too. Now we want to be ready for next month, so if you have not done it yet, download your Magical Quilty May calendar with our new, so I have not only the challenge items under there, but also all the projects that we're doing. So all the projects are listed on the days that they come out so that you can keep track. Because everybody's always asking me, how to keep track. And there you go. Plus we're going to do another sew along for May because a lot of us are still pretty much stay at home, me included, in state of Virginia. So, which is fine. Things are not under control. So we will stay here and be safe. So we're gonna sew a rainbow quilt. And these are large half square triangles, and I want to show you the reds that I picked and what I'm going to do about the background. So let's take a look here. First, let's look at the red. So I think I got this right. I have to go look at the pattern again, but I think I got it right. I need 6 reds. So I have gone with, this piece is from the quarantine quilt I had up on my board the other day that I got the top finished. And I'll have to put that up there again so you can see the top. But this is a piece from that. So I thought that would be great to carry that from April, the quarantine quilt, into the May rainbow quilt. So, and then I have this yardstick fabric, which I think is so darn cute. Of course, I'm in red. We're doing red first, right? And then some little, did I bring enough? 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. I think I need to have another one. I can't remember. I don't have it memorized. So these are little love letters. And then I've got the strawberry fabric, which was one of my very old fabric lines. So I thought that was perfect. I don't have much of this left, so that'll go in for my red part of the rainbow. So here's what I'm thinking on my background. I have got this, just pull that in just a little bit so you can see. This has got like speckles, and I have quite a bit of this. So I think most of it will be this little yellow, almost like the little paint splatters, you know, just like bloop, bloop, bloop. But then I'm going to take other things that I have and that are predominantly white or off-white, and I have some word fabric, which I think I can get a 5-inch square out of that. I have to check. Some little scissor fabric. These are all things that I have already, so I'm just going through to find them. These little bees, I had a friend send me that one. I've got mushrooms. Look at them, aren't they cool? All different kind of mushrooms, and they all read very light. I have one with bikes on it. And then I promised you I had one with unicorns. Yes. So this type of collection. I also have, if you look just here to the side, this whole thing is more lights. So I will look in there because I don't want tons of them, but I want them sprinkled around. And then back on my shelf, let's see, up there. See those baskets up on those shelves up there? There's a basket up there with, well, there's actually 2 baskets, but one is predominantly like the splattery one where there's not really a lot of pattern. And then the other basket up above has, like I have a piece with the Eiffel Tower on it. So I will be putting those, you know, going through there and getting a handful of blocks made each time. And we will do, okay, so we have to go across, you know, in the color way. So you means like, I think green has the most. So I hope all of you have a little bit of green in your collection. It's not like it takes tons of fabric, but you do have to find I want to do a variety. You could do them all the same fabric, you know, that's totally fine. But I'm going to do I'm going to make 2 half square triangles from one, you know, square. So I'll have 2 of everything. Let's see. Oh, that's what I want to tell you. I almost forgot. I will do like 6 blocks or 4 blocks each day. And some of you have cut up your squares. You've taken this and cut all your squares already so that you're ready to just sew, you know, 6 or 4 blocks in the day. Then on the pattern, you can see it's going to be sewn in quadrants, or not quadrants, like units, so that we can actually get parts of it sewn as you go along. Because it's that variation, you have to wait till you get something. But we'll be able to really move along during the month of May. So by the end, you'll be ready to put it together. And you don't need to put a border on it. I just put that there because it makes it a little bit bigger. So if you want to use it, so that might work for you. Now I forgot to show you in person my block for the childhood games. And I've got all of these rows sewn. Is it in this one? Ah, here we are. So here we go. The playground antics. There it is at the bottom. So I thought that was super cute. I love that block. I think it would be really great for like a whole quilt. And I like doing it where I use a color in the background. You know, this particular childhood games, I've done that with a lot of the blocks. Not many of them have the light background. I wanted to really play with adding a lot of color and letting each block sort of stand on its own like that. Samplers are an amazing way to play around like that. Play around with your fabric combinations because you're just doing one block. And we are, with my childhood games one, it is really like the whole coloring box of things. It's like the whole crayon box. That's what I'm trying to say. Coloring box, the whole crayon box. It's like all the colors, and then they'll be sort of sprinkled all around. I love it. It's going to be so cool. Okay, I saw lots of rainbows. I wanted to show you. If you wanted to sew a rainbow, if you haven't done it yet, the link is below the video here with all the other links. While you're down there, be sure you subscribe. So this is a piece that is quick to make. There's also a version that is paper piece. So if you'd rather paper piece, but the applique is so easy and you can just do a straight stitch. I show you that on my website. You sew straight stitches all the time. So it's just cutting a little bit of shapes out, fusing them, and do the straight stitch. But this is the Andre Tutto Bene. Everything's going to be okay. Hang it in your window, hang it in your studio, hang it on your garage where people can see it and bring hope. That's the idea. All right, tomorrow for May, we're going to just kick off lots of fun stuff and get May rolling. I'm excited. I'm excited for May because hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer. We've had a super chilly April and I'm over that. I want to be able to sit outside, and haven't had much of that. Haven't had much outside time. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Thank you, friend, for being here. Thank you for using my links. We appreciate that so much. It really helps any little bit of your shopping that you can do via my links. Mwah! You're awesome. And join my community, Quilt Along with Pat Sloan, where we are sharing tons and tons of things all the time. You quilters are just filling it up with beautiful, beautiful pieces. So, okay, have a fabulous last day of April, and I'll see you in May. Mwah! Bye-bye. I love you.